Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. A little bit of poor man's up in this piece in the form of their Perspective Pilsner. This comes courtesy of my boy Ty. Did a little brew hop and dropped some beers on me. Poor man lagers, not just one, but two are in queue. I poured this like an awesome person. So kudos to me for starting us off absolutely on brand. Yeah, Poor Man, I've never had any beer from them. This is the first time I'm diving into any of their beers. I have seen their lagers make the rounds online from various sources, so I'm kind of curious to dive into them. I think I have an IPA from them too that Ty dropped on me. This is, like I said, the Perspective Pils, clear beer for the hazy times. I don't think we get an ABV on here as far as I could see. So we'll do a little guessing maybe. Do a little guessing, maybe, and then look it up later. I don't see one. Label-wise, it's alright. It's kind of like very on brand to what they do, so when you see their beers, you kind of know their beers. But it's, you know, kind of like, almost like old school Bud kind of marketing. Like I said, I poured this awesomely, as I have been known to do with beers from time to time. So 3 fingers, almost 4 fingers of soapy headiness on top of this. Very, very, very clear, especially for craft brewery lager vibes. Doesn't even tell you what kind of Perspective Pilsner. Oh, it's a Pilsner. But yeah, I don't know if they diving into a specific kind of Pilsner. I don't know. Anyway, let's get a nose through this head. There's a little bit of like a lager yeasty funkiness. I can get that from time to time from lager, so I'm definitely getting that here. We have a big head on it, but I'm diving through this. It's very much malt forward, probably a little bit beefier than a classic kind of straight base Pilsner malt. Maybe even a little like a minerality thing to it, coming off like the water chemistry on this, and that's pretty much it. Don't really get much as far as hops. Very malt forward, has a crisp cleanliness to it. It could be, again, a high. Someone got a mower going on. It's kind of loud. It's kind of weird to hear it this night. It's like dark outside. Anyway, it has this like a crispy vibe to it already on the nose. Aromatically, it's crispy. Boy, how can you tell aromatically? I don't know. I'm just guessing here based off of the nose. But malt forward, that little bit of minerality and that little bit of lager yeastiness. Let's dive right in. Cheers, y'all. Yeah, it definitely has this kind of water chemistry thing going on here. I think they're doing this to try to elevate its kind of squeaky clean crispiness. It's doing that, but I think it's a little bit too heavy-handed for me. So first things first, there's a decent bittering here. It stops being short of being like a Czech Pils level bittering, but it's decent. But it actually has like kind of like a little danky weediness to it. I can get down with that, to be perfectly honest, and a little Pilsner. Malt profile is pretty hefty. I'm thinking this beer might be pushing into like the high 5s as far as ABV goes. Has a decent malt base to it. Has a little bit of density to it. So it comes off a little bit elevated towards like Kolsch level kind of mouthfeel as opposed to straight up like lager crispy boy Pils. But it kind of turns the corner with that with a really like, it's not salinity, but it's a minerality in it that reminds me of there's a couple of beers that do this, and I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on it, but it's got this really just water chemistryed out kind of vibe to it. I don't want to say like chlorine, like pool watery kind of thing, but we're kind of in that adjacent territory, and I understand their want to do that. I understand why they're doing that. I basically want to give this beer a really, really crispy boy level status, and if it didn't have that, I think it'd be even more malt heavy. I'm not hating on it, but it's very, very present for me. So it disconnects you from the beer a little bit, but not in an overtly bad way. Just its kind of own unique kind of way. And for me to get that on the nose before even diving in, you know it's got to be pretty omnipresent there. I like it. I really do. It's not going to be Mount Rushmore status Pilsner for me. But I dig it. I like what it's doing, and it's got a unique personality to it. I like the malt bill, even though it's a little heftier than what I'm used to. I like that little bit of skunky weediness. I would say it would be almost like light strucky, but obviously we're not dealing with that here. And then that little bit of minerality thing just brings a little twist to it. It's not, again, not super salty. It's not Goza level stuff like that. But there is just this kind of, you know, if you drink like a hefty duty mineral water, you can kind of taste that element in that. And that's kind of what you're getting here. And it makes for a unique beer and a very fun beer. I'm kind of really looking forward to the other one now to see where that one kind of shakes out and see if this is kind of part and parcel of what they do with their kind of lagers and stuff like that. But tasty, fun. Again, we'll cut to the chase. This is one of the better lagers I've had. It's fine. It's tasty. I dig it. It's in the conversation. It's not Mount Rushmore status, but I'm cool with it. Value and availability, no idea. Anybody out at, what is it, Ephrata? I believe, or Ephrata, PA. I almost worked there once. Or Ty, let me know what you pay for this and leave you with if you like what we like this. If you like lagers, but you're okay with a bit of an American ification of lager, being that it has that minerality thing, being that it has that little skunky weedy thing, you're cool, you're down, you have fun with lagers, but you're not like super ultra traditional, you'll dig this. So there you go, reviewing the books. Hopefully you enjoyed. Poor Man's, have you been to the brewery? Have you had their beers? Have you had this beer? What be your favorite Poor Man beer? All that fun stuff down there. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of lager right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers, y'all.